tell them how you met the President of India. What is the name of that president?
Late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam
Abdul Kalam.
was also known as Missile Man of India. Like he was one of the greatest scientists India ever had.
I'll ask him, can you tell me again? Can you repeat again the story? How you met the president? I'm getting amazed.
Just one from the middle or just one from start?
From start in,
I was fourteen and a half.
14 and a half years old.
Yeah, I was in my high school.
Okay.
And what happened actually, that president, that time he was president, and as Indians would be knowing, because APJ Abdul Kalam, he was like
Smart guy.
not smart guy, he loved children, like he loved to spend time with students, and he has written some books, like there's some of books I have read that time, like Wings of Fire. Then in Hindi I have I read one book, Tejasvi Man. Tejasvi Man, like sharp minds, you can say. I don't exactly know what is the English version of the book, but in Hindi it was Tejasvi Man, and one book was Wings of Fire. So when I read that, I was like really inspired when I was a kid. My high school friends would be knowing, because in my high school my friends were calling me Scientist. Because
Scientist.
yeah, because once they asked me that what you want to become when you will be like later, what you want to pursue or what you want to become, and I just said because I always wanted to become a scientist, mostly like Air Force pilot and scientist, like that, because I wanted to be something like technical, or I wanted examination, so something like that. So then they started me calling scientist. Our president, he was also a scientist. And when I read his book, I was like fond of him. Like he was my role model, he was my inspiration that time. So once when I was in high school,
Wait, I will get water first. Wait.
this will be a long story, huh?
It's okay, it's okay.
People will get bored, huh?
No, it's okay.
That time it was really good. I still remember that time.
Okay, continue.
So,
On your fourth year,
I was in
high school.
high school, and I have a new scheme that president is going to visit our state. Or state means you can understand that, like province, you can say.
Yeah, province.
Province. There was he was like coming for some inauguration
Visit.
or something. Yeah, something was there. And I have heard somewhere now that he's replying letters of students, something like that. I have heard earlier. And in my school, one friend was there. His name was Shiris. He was like topper of our class.
Smart.
Yeah, topper. He was topper. He was always ranked first. He said he will be sending a letter. When I heard that, I was also very excited that if he is sending, then I said I will also send. Like, let's see. And that time I was in high school and my English was also not very good. Still, I just wanted to like write something. Of course, I was sending letter to president.
Yeah. So your letter should be proper, in good writing manner,
I thought, what to do.
because you're not good in English.
Not good in English. I was okay, but I wanted to write an impressive letter, like something good. If anybody will tell me to write letter now to president, I will think that of course it's not going to work. But that time,
You were a kid.
I was
You're
a
a
kid.
dreamer.
So I thought, why not? Then I was taking tuition. So why?
It's like tutorial.
Yeah, I was taking tuitions like after my
They call
school
it tuition.
tuition. Like,
Tutorials. Some in
Yeah.
Philippines are called. Okay.
maybe tutorial.
Yeah.
So I was going like after my school, I was going to some classes. So there was my like English tuition teacher. So I asked him that, will you help me to write a letter to president? And they were laughing at me that, why? No. Then I insisted. Then he said, no, you just write by your own you just write by your own. Then I was
He did not help you.
no. First he didn't, and I was always a rebellion. I said, if you'll not help me to write, I will leave this tuition classes and I will just join some other tuition classes.
Blackmail.
Yeah.
Then
I wanted, because he was English teacher, I wanted him to help me.
when
Then I just same thing. I went to the
Principal.
director of the tuition classes. I told him that if you will not help me, then I will leave your tuition classes. I will join some other tuition classes. Then he said, no, or what you want? I said, I just want a good letter to president. And then he said, what is your subject? What you want to write to president? Then,
what is the content of your letter?
then I have given three. I still remember three
Nice.
options.
Okay, yeah, I remember your reason. What
I
is-
have written either let me meet you.
Yeah, he have given 3 options to the president. How
Yeah.
brave you are.
Either let me meet you when you are coming here at my place, or visit to my school. To visit to my school.
And the other one.
Other one was at least send me your autograph. At least third was that at least send me your autograph. Or I just want your autograph. Then I have written. Then the teacher, he didn't help me. Actually, he came next day and he drafted a letter and he has just given me that all you wanted this. See, this is your letter. Now don't irritate me. And he has given me the letter. He already have written it with English. I think that rough copy I will still be having. I went home. I have written the letter and
You have mailed it.
no, means what I have written in my notebook. I put that in an envelope and I have given my friend, the guy, Shirish, because his father was in post office department
Okay.
and he was living in post office quarters that time. So, and that time sending later by mail, through post, through general post, it was 5 rupees. And I have given him 5 rupee coin. That please post my letter. Because he said that he will also be sending. So I said, please send my letter also. I have put that in an envelope, then address and all. And I had told him to post this my letter also. Then I forgot. The letter had been sent, then I forgot. Then maybe before 15-20 days before, President was supposed to visit our place. Then I forgot. Then still 14th February, it was Valentine's Day, and on 13th evening, when I was coming from my tuition classes, as I was driving my bicycle, and as I came below my house, some police people were already searching for me. A police jeep was there, and they were searching for me.
Where is Abhinav?
Abhinav, his father's name is this, and his son name is this. And people, at my house, my pet name is not many people know me from Abhinav name, because it's my official name, but my pet name is different. Of course, everybody has something. And nickname, pet name, whatever you can say. So they were searching me from that, and many of my neighbors, they didn't knew that my name is Abhinav, because they don't know my official name. Police people were asking, and then they were searching, and as I came below my house, they also were from that side. They came and they stopped, and they were asking some other people
Where is Abhinav?
where is Abhinav, which is house number this. And I have seen that they are asking my name. Then my neighbor, my auntie, I was calling her auntie, she was just my neighbor. So she thought that there is something
You did something wrong.
mischief I have done, and
Policemen were
police are
looking for you.
searching for me, looking for me. Mama actually came out,
She got
and
scared.
she was scared. I was walking towards my house. She asked me that if you done anything, because police are below and they are asking for you. I said no, I am not done. I said let's go. I'll ask. But why they are looking for me? She said no.
You hide.
You hide. I said why I'll hide? Maybe if they will. I was a kid that time, so then my auntie, what I was saying, she told me that you don't go in your house, you come in my house. And police people have noticed that maybe I am only Abhinav, they are trying to hide me. Then they said, is he Abhinav? You just tell him to come out. Then by that time, my auntie was saying, don't go, like my neighbors. Then I said, no, let's go. Why they are looking for me? Let's go. Then I went down with Mama. I said, let's ask directly that why they are looking actually for me. Then I went down, and then he said, do you have written any letter to President? Then I said, yes. What happened? Then they said, okay, tomorrow President is coming, and you have to come with us, like head of police station of our district place. We have to prepare your identification. We have to do your identification, and we have to make ID cards for you, so you can meet him tomorrow. And by that time, I think I didn't even told my mama that I have sent letter.
So that's why she was also surprised.
She was surprised and she was scared earlier. If she would be knowing that I have sent something like that, so she would be having bit of idea. But she didn't knew anything. Shall I eat it?
Yeah.
I said, yes, I have sent letter. And then I said, blah, blah, you have to come with us. Then my mom said that, no, you go. You give me your address, like where is the head police, like where is the police station. Because she was scared that I was a kid. So she said,
neighbors will think that you did something wrong.
Police came and I got arrested. So they said, okay, just come quickly. And it was already like 6:30 maybe.
In the afternoon?
In evening, yeah. And by that time I arrived there, the photographer already left, who was taking photograph for ID cards. Then they said, the photographer already left, why you came so late? Then I said, I only got information 6:30 in evening. Then they said, police people have went, but you should have to come with them that time only. Then I don't know what they have seen actually. They have seen list. I don't know what was that actually, but they have seen in some list and my name was in some selected people. I don't know how or why. Very few people. My name was there. Then they talked something and it was something like that. They said that no. Anyhow,
he really have to meet them.
He has to meet because maybe president has selected me or shortlisted me, or I don't know what was that. Then they said, do you have a photograph with you, like passport size or stamp size of photograph? I said no. Then they said go and get your photograph from home. Then again I went home. My home was like 3-4 kilometers. We arrived there again by 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock I have given them photograph. By 10 o'clock they have given me my identity card. Yeah, the ID card is still at my home. And they said tomorrow, next day, go at airport. There only they will guide you what further you have to do. In morning. Wait.
Okay.
Am I a storyteller?
Okay, one point. I'm excited to go to that point now where you met the president. You talked to the president, you met the president.
The night I came, after getting
the news already spread.
The news was already spread. So that night, people were keep on coming. Our neighbor. They were asking that, okay, tomorrow you are going to meet president. This, that. Some were suggesting me that you just request to get free scholarship or something like that. But you will talk. There's other things. Next day I went with my grandfather. My grandfather was with me. We went airport. Then of course it was president.
So it was very strict.
So it was like I have never seen and what you can expect from a 14 years old guy to see all those things. Like it was like so many people, so high, like very high security. And earlier I was sitting in some hangars for private jets were there, private choppers, helicopters. So first time in my life I have seen actually flying birds. I have seen birds like helicopters
Big
were
birds.
there. So helicopters were there and I was sitting near that one guest room was there. Then after 1 or 2 hours they said, okay, president is now coming, he's about to arrive. Then they said, you people, you have to move to VIP room, something like that, VIP conference room or something like that. Then they asked my grandfather that you can't go inside because he was not permitted. So only I was supposed to go. At that time the real security process was there, like so many things were there and I was really very scared. Some politicians were there, some big industrialists were there. Very few, means I think 14 people were there in that list. I was one civilian, and I still remember one guy was there. He was like physically challenged. That time he was 20 years old, and
You're the youngest one.
I was the youngest. I was 14. He was maybe around 20, 22, and he was physically challenged. He was also there. He was also a civilian. Then I went inside. I was sitting. Maybe hardly after half an hour, it was like we were sitting in a conference room, and we have been informed that okay, president, and in front one chair was there, and we have been informed that president will come. He will sit there, like that, something like that. And I was like sweating, like I still remember that day. I was wearing a white shirt. I was wearing my school dress actually.
School shirt.
School dress,
uniform.
uniform, yeah, full
School
uniform.
uniform.
My shirt, my pants, my belts, school belts, and I was sitting and we were eagerly waiting. I was scared. I was sweating. I was sweating like anything. Then after we were sitting in that VIP room for half an hour maybe. By the time the president arrived at airport, we have seen the loud noise of like choppers. They were there, their private choppers. They came. Then he directly came from other side. Maybe he came because he didn't pass from our side. From other side he came, and he entered in the other room. Then after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they said that okay, president is not coming, not going to sit in front. Everyone, individual in other room. So my number was second or third. Before me, one or two people went. Then third, they have called me like Abhinav. Then I was like, you cannot understand the situation. Then I still remember outside the door, one or two like security, and they were like humongous body, like tall guy. I don't know. I still don't remember everything, but still, 2 people were there. 2-3 people were there on the door. Inside, I think only one translator was there because president, he didn't knew Hindi that much because he was from southern part of India. So one translator was there, and I went inside and I have seen, like, you can't believe whom because he was not only president, he was someone whom every Indian really admire. He worked so much for our country. He was a true man. He was a true hero for our nation. So like I was like so heavy. Then I went inside and I tried to touch his feet because in our culture we touch feet to take blessings. Yeah, so I touched his feet. Then he offered his hand, and I still remember after I touched his feet, he said sit, and he offered his hand like to shake hands, something like that. And I just shake hand. Then I still can't believe that time that in front of me president is sitting. He said, what is your name? I said, my name is Abhinav. And he said, in which standard do you study? Then I said, in standard 10th. And he said, what do you want to become? I said, sir, I want to become a scientist like you. Yeah, I said that. And I still remember he was talking very, like, he was not loud. He was talking very mildly, so calm. I still remember. Like, if you were sitting in a place with him, it was an empty room, only one translator was standing next to him. And he was talking so calmly. It was not loud, it was very calmly. And he said, okay. And then I only remember he asked my name, what you want to become. After that, 2-3 more lines.
You forgot.
I forgot what he asked because I was like in different zone. I still can't remember what he asked.
Starstruck.
Yeah, I was like hypnotized by his aura, you can say. Yeah, his aura was different. I was mesmerized that time. Then after more or less 4 to 5 minutes, then he said, okay, Abhinav, okay. Then I was carrying a paper and pen to take his autograph. And I was trying to take paper from my pocket. And he said, okay. I said, sir,
I got you.
I said, sir, something like that I was trying to do. Then he said, wait. Then he asked the assistant. He has taken a card. It is like a card.
It's there. I'll show you.
This is the card. It is written, Dear Abhinav. This is signature. This is a date, 14th to
2009?
2004. 2004. Yeah.
February 14.
Yeah. 14th February. I was telling you. 2004. And it is 2004. So I was 13 years old. I was thinking it's 5. I
So
was
you are 13.
I was in standard 9. Yeah. He said written, Dear Abhinav. Sign. And he given me like this. And he said, is it enough? Is it okay or is it enough? Something like that. He said. I said, yes sir. I was like, I got this card from his hand and it was like that. I was like in 7th heaven. And it's written here in Hindi. I will just read it and I will tell you the meaning of this. Like, विद्या देती नई कल्पना, कल्पना लाती नए विचार, नए विचारों से मिले ज्ञान, ज्ञान बनाए आपको महान. शुभकामनाओं सहित डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम. Like, विद्या देती नई कल्पना, like knowledge gives you imagination. कल्पना लाती नए विचार, and imagination brings new thoughts. नए विचारों से मिले ज्ञान, and with new thoughts you will get enlightenment. You can say, yeah, enlightenment. Enlightenment will make you great, something like that. And so come with warm wishes, with wishes, Abdul Kalam. And I got this card. I came out outside. Of course, when I came out, my grandfather was waiting outside, like public place, outside of that VIP lounge. Then some security was just waiting outside. Then I came outside, media people were there, of course, saying that no, we will send you through airport car and all those things to drop you home, because it was already like evening. In morning I went and it was already
Afternoon.
Evening by that time. So
you got this.
I got this.
Out of that random
and next
letter.
day, and next day newspaper, my photo was there. What?
Actually, they have the souvenir. His grandfather have kept the souvenir of that newspaper. It's at your home, right?
My grandfather is not anymore. Last year when we passed him.
Paglamot pa siya. So, eto guys, last look. Nung kwento niya sa akin yun, parang na-amaze ako. It's just a random thing for a kid to write to the president, hoping that the president will read that, and then at the end, the president was able to select you to meet him. As a kid, there is no limit to our dreams, even if we are young.
So always
we can dream big dreams, and it can happen.
Yeah. We grow, I think we'll stop dreaming also.
Yeah, when we are kids,
we dream, we think we'll do this.
We dream so big dreams.
There is no boundary, we dream anything. But as we start getting matured, I think
because we are already talking serious. We're already talking serious, and then lalaman pa siya. When we get older, we already experience the realities of life, that not everything is this easy, not everything we can do.
But I believe that never let the kid die from inside you. Never let the kid. I always want to be like this.
Because even now, I can say there's always a kid in him who have dreams. Because of him, it always reminds me that we should never stop dreaming. Even how impossible. Sometimes we limit ourselves to dream because we are thinking that it's too big to reach. But
the pizza was also very big, but I could have
I have this one quote, guys, that I always have in my mind. Ever since I read this quote, I have always memorized this. This quote says, God does not give us the power to dream without also giving us the power to make them come true. So never stop believing. So, that's it, guys. I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa aming storytelling while doing mukbang.
So, shout out to Gaurav and Jessabel's So hi Gaurav, hi Jissa. Thank you for watching us. Leah Linda Taboy. Actually, it was her birthday on April 25th.
Happy
So
birthday!
happy belated happy birthday,
Belated
Leah.
happy birthday.
And one more shout out is for Kathy Biano, and it is her father's birthday on 29th of April.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Happy
birthday to Kathy's father.
Shout out to Adela Moraten from Bulacan. Thank you for watching.
And shout out to Desan TV. Thank you for watching us, and to her cousin who have introduced her to our channel is Gypsy Young, who have introduced her to our channel. So thank you Gypsy Young
Thank
for
you.
watching us and introducing to your cousin also.
Thank you for sharing our channel to your friends
Yeah.
and family.
Yeah, so thank you.
And shout out to Dina Colvera. Thank you for watching. Salamat gid kay Ilonggo man. Shout out to James Francis from Brunei. Thank you, Francis. James, thank you, James. And last shout out is for Daisy Marie Cruz. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And to everyone who's watching this video, thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to like if you enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe. And click the bell button.
Salamat sa paglantaw.
Thank you so much for watching. Bahut dhanyavad. Bye-bye. Good night.
Stay safe, stay home, take care,
Bye, guys.
and never stop dreaming.
Dream big, dream
Dream
high.
big, dream high.